Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. I'm Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad. Welcome to another episode, actually a special edition of S.L.A.M, Sex, Love, and the Misunderstanding. This is a special edition tonight. It's on a Saturday. Usually we do Wednesday, but tonight is a special edition because we have a special guest in the house tonight. It's going to be off the chain, so make sure you share with everyone. Before I allow my special guests to introduce themselves, we're going to do what we do every week. We're going to start with prayer. Please join hands, please. We thank you, Father God, for the blessings of this day. We thank you for the love, life, and Lord that you've placed into our hearts, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. We ask that you give us continued strength to be all that you would have us to be. Yes, to your name be the glory always. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Woo! Special edition of S.L.A.M, Sex, Love, and Misunderstanding. Got some special guests in here tonight. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. We got the drinks running. So, it's about to go down here tonight. So, all my grown people, if you know more grown people that want to be a part of this, make sure you share. So, I'm going to start to my right, allow these gentlemen to introduce themselves and work my way around.
Good evening, people. I'm Maurice Turner, Chicago, Illinois, owner and operator of XL Transportation Ltd. Coming to you live.
Okay, I'm Rick Davis, also from Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town Finance in the house, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo.
So disrespectful.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lachey Hutchinson. I'm from here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm an aviation professional, and I'm a member of the third sorority organization of the Divine Nine. Good evening.
Right. So, all right. Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad, licensed professional counselor, national certified counselor, author of 5 books, and what else? I'm a psychology professor here in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to get the party started. We'll give a shout out to Jasmine, Hope-tober, COT in the house, Lady McNeil. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for joining in. Tonight, first of all, I want to start with this disclaimer. People, we're not here to criticize being single. We're here to say, hey, single is a beautiful thing if that's your choice. So the question tonight is simply, why are you still single? We're not saying it because you're single is a bad thing. But we just want to get to the bottom because there's a lot of single ladies with questions about their singlehood and want answers from the men. So I got my brothers in the house, and I'm going to tell you how I know each of these brothers. These brothers are from Chicago. Brother Maurice Turner, I've known for about 15 years, if not a little longer. Extraordinary brother, love him, gives a lot, does a lot. Step extraordinaire, skate extraordinaire. His transportation company, S.L.A.M Transportation. I mean, he got these big limos. What are they called? Sprinters. So he's doing his thing. I mean, he even has one for smokers. What's the?
Cigar smokers.
Cigar smokers. So the Chicago, Atlanta, S.L.A.M Transportation, look him up. This brother right here I've known since the 7th grade. Man, love him. I call him my brother because we've been just close since the 7th grade. I mean, just an excellent brother. Love him with all that I am, and just like everyone else on this panel. But this brother been part of my family. He used to come to my mom's house for caramel cake. He called my mom mommy. I call his mom mommy. Great brother. And I gotta say this: he's responsible for me going to college. I was in the Air Force. I called him up. He was like, "Man, won't you come down to EIU? Won't you come to college?" I'm like, "College?" So I want to thank you, brother, for man. Now, damn, it's 16 degrees later, so damn tired of school. And Sister Lachey, I've known for about 20-something years. Yeah. 5 years. My sister in blue and white, just a beautiful sister, sweet as she can be, and just does a lot in the community. I'm not at liberty to say what she does, but she does a lot. But it's all clean. It's all clean. She's like a fitness. It's in the fitness industry. Fitness industry / Secret Service. So you take that where you want to take it. All right, so we're going to get started. These questions are going to be presented to, I'm going to present questions, Brother Rick and Brother Maurice are going to present questions to Sister Lachey. She's on the hot sheet, because we want to know, I mean, you got it going on, so why are you still single? So I'm going to throw some questions at her, and we're going to get it started, all right? All right, question number 1. Are you married, single, or divorced?
I am happily divorced, but it's been 5 years. As a matter of fact, today marks 5 years of my divorce.
Oh, wow.
Technically, I'm single now.
Yes.
Right, so you can find her at the strip club and call I'm single now tonight at 11 o'clock.
11:30. I go on at 11:30.
I'll let you 11:30, all right.
Yes, we go.
Okay, question number 2. Why are you single?
I would say that it's by choice because there's plenty of great men out there, but sometimes I can be very selective with the type of man I want to surround myself with. So, but overall, it's just by choice.
By choice, okay.
By choice.
Interesting enough, she says she can be, have her moments. We have 2 Tauruses on the panel and 2 Libras. So very interesting dynamics.
Yes.
So we have air and we have earth. Air and earth. We don't mix. Not friendship, we're great. Relationship, okay, my question number 3. What defines a good woman?
A woman that is not only self-confident within herself, she's an activist for her community, but she's just very comfortable in her own skin. She's spiritual. She doesn't necessarily have to be religious, in my opinion, but spiritual. If you have great spirituality, that admits that you can be a beautiful person.
Okay, that was so politically correct.
But that's how I feel.
And tea and crumpets, please. So my next question, are you a good woman?
I am a very good woman.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay, so if
I don't think I'm a good woman, nobody else.
I concur. So if I were to call you three of your exes and say, is she a good woman, would they agree with that?
Yes, they would.
Hands down.
Hands down.
They'd be like, she's a good woman.
Absolutely.
So then the question would be, why are you single? Why didn't it work out with those 3 men?
Just young and dumb.
Okay. You or them?
Both of us.
Okay.
I would admit both of us.
Okay.
But just going back to my divorce, we were young. Well, we were in our 30s, but there was a lot going on, and we were not comfortable who we were as individuals or within ourselves, and we were trying to be people who we were not.
Okay.
And as we got older, we grew apart from one another, and from that, we decided, divorce was imminent, and that's where we stand. And today, we're actually friends. I just actually came back from vacation with my ex-husband.
Interesting.
Wow.
I did.
So, did you share rooms?
We shared a room.
Share beds?
We shared a bed. But there was a divider. What?
No fluids.
No fluids.
No fluids.
No bodily fluids. No.
Was it cuddle time?
No cuddle time.
And the purpose of
No
this
spooning?
No spooning. No.
No.
We're actually, it was a very bad divorce, and Tiy-E knows all about it. And it took some time for him to grow up and for me to grow up.
Did you sip out the same cup?
No. We never did that when we were married.
And the purpose of this vacation was?
He just was going to Cabo and asked me what was I doing, and I work in the aviation industry, and I could just pick up and go whenever I want. And
okay.
I wasn't gonna say no to a free vacation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was all just paid.
Okay. Thinking of vacations, before I was asking the nice questions.
Come on. I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm about to let the dogs out. This is the S.L.A.M team. You know what I'm saying? Their purpose here is right. Before I let the S.L.A.M team, I gotta get some shout outs. Before I give a shout out, I want to acknowledge that these 2 brothers here are vegan. Brother Maurice as of January 1st, vegan. Welcome to Vegan Hood.
Thank you, sir.
Brother Rick, Brother Rick, vegan since last November. Welcome to Vegan Hood. So we do a whole other show about Vegan Hood. But also, and Shay is a pescatarian. She's well on her way. She got her One Sexy Vegan t-shirt tonight.
Yeah.
So you will be seeing Shay out with her One Sexy Vegan t-shirt. We got to give a shout out. Tanya Harris, Isis Wagner, Melanie Fields, Jeremy Burton. What's going on, LA? That's LA checking in. Janine Houtower. What's going on, Lady J? Akuza and Akuza. My bad. Nona Smith. Ashanti Fox. What's going on, beautiful? Kimberly Lewis. Monique Gray. Wow, my niece checking in. What's going on, Nick? Tawana Brumell. Shantae Allen. What's going on, sis? Lamarji Brown. Go Mob. Monty Williams. Go Mob again. Tanya Richmond. Shawnee Gilmore. Katrina Elliott. What's going on, beautiful? T. Dub Williams. Kim Willis. Oh, wow. Satire. Check out. What's going on, Kim? And Felicia Thomas. Thank everyone for checking in. It's going to be a great show. More acknowledgments. Nicole LaFleur, Thomasina Johnson. What's going on, Stepper? Diane Sims, Felicia Thomas, Mary Gray. What's going on, cousin? We got Chicago, California, San Diego, LA. Everybody's checking in. And before I get to my people, I hate that question. Why are you single? This comes from Tawana Brumell. as if you're damaged goods. But no one says that when you change jobs for the betterment of yourself. I hate that question, why are you single? As if you're damaged goods. But no one says that when you change jobs for the betterment of yourself. Again, Tawana, we're not saying that being single is a bad thing. Because we hear a lot of women, especially complaining that I'm single and I can't find a good man. And the onus is always put on the man. I'm single because there's no good man, or I can't find a good man. Sometimes we got to look back at ourselves, meaning the women, and say, this is why I'm single. And sometimes, like Lachey said, I have to look at myself. I'm partially to blame. And sometimes it's just because I don't want a man. And sometimes I'm hard to get along with, as a woman. And so that's what we're doing tonight, just kind of asking Shay her story of being single. We're not saying single is bad. We're just trying to find out why she's single, all right? So we're going to open the floodgates. The stories are about to begin, the questions are about to begin. So we're going to start with Big Brother Almighty. Almighty.
All right.
Could you give me a couple of positives and negatives of being single?
For positives, I don't have to answer anybody. I can come and go as I please. I can set the tone how I wish to set the tone for anything I want to do, whether it be an event I attend or vacation travel. I don't have to answer to anybody. Sometimes I like my alone time. It's me, and I don't have to share that with anybody. I can be selfish. That's what us Taurus do.
Right. I certainly understand that.
So before we go,
We need a band in here.
So here's my question to you. Based off, you said you can come and go as you please. Why do you think you cannot do that in a relationship?
Well, in a relationship, you do have to compromise to a degree. Whether if you're married to someone, you're just not gonna pack up and go to L.A. and not tell your spouse you're leaving. When you're single, or if you're dating someone, you just say, hey, babe, I'm going to L.A. See you when I get back. And that's the type of relationship that I like to be in, with someone that's understanding of what I do professionally, knowing that I travel for a living, and I'll just pick up and go.
Well, I think to some degree that you should be able to compromise a little bit with your spouse or your significant other.
You can.
But if that's something that you do professionally, or if it's something that you just want to do for yourself, to me it shouldn't matter, because that's what you want to do. So I want you to be able to do what you want to do.
But most men can't handle that, especially if they're insecure within themselves.
And that's why we
This should do it. That's what we're talking about. That's a whole other category. These insecure, soft ass men out here. Oh gosh. And usually when they're insecure, they're soft because they out there doing dirt to damn self. And they think it's okay for them to do, not for their woman to do. Let me put this out here to my men. If you're doing it, she's doing it. Period. All right? Next question. Oh, the negatives.
The negatives. The negatives, sometimes when a movie comes out, I don't want to go to the movies by myself or my girlfriends. If it's a movie like Girls Trip or something like that. But if it's, a really nice Black Panther, okay. I went with my girlfriends. Would have been nice to go to see that with a companion. Yeah.
Okay.
So, doing just events, like this summer, I have an event coming up in New Orleans. And I have a masquerade ball to go to. I don't have a date. That's that. I don't have a date. No. Right. He's not into fraternity and sorority.
You know that, right?
All right. Okay, so now you got to ask a question before. But yes, we'll go back and forth. Before we ask this question, I want to encourage everyone to share this with your friends, share with family, share with your foes, because tonight we're getting deep on why you're still single. So make sure you share this with everyone that you on your page. Just go through all 5,000 of your members, share with everyone. All right, Brother Reese, what's your question?
Okay, so what would you do to keep a man happy? Give me 5 things that you would do to keep a man happy.
Okay. Open communication is the first thing. Never change who I am and never require him to change who he is. I have to be willing to accept him for who he is. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Knee pads.
That was a yes. Knee pads. Let me go on record and say knee pads.
Well, not necessarily knee pads, but keep the spark and fun in the bedroom.
Okay.
Which ties, we joke about certain things. I do pole fitness for fun. And that was something I got into when I first got divorced. I needed a change to be self-confident and be more secure with myself. And now the things that I've learned at Tiy-E in Atlanta, I take those things to the bedroom. So, keeping him interested in the bedroom.
Okay.
Very important.
That's 2 things.
All right, number 3, be a friend.
Be a friend. That's good.
That's 3.
Not only a friend, a great companion to
Okay.
that individual. A nurturer. Most men want a woman that's
Nice.
going to nurture them.
Yes.
And if a woman can't be a nurturer to that man, I mean, that relationship.
Run me my
Dead.
pancakes and tofu scramble, right?
That's what she said. And I would say cook, but you know what? I like to go out. So, just treat my man. Just make sure that he feels like a man at all times, no matter what.
So that was
Okay. So, that was fine. So, in that saying that you want to make sure he's treated like a man at all times, is that something that you feel like something you should ask? Like, am I giving you what you need to adequately supply or give you what you need as a man?
It's a combination of both, actually. Because as a woman, we should know how to respect our men. Because the Black man already has gone through years of oppression in dealing in society issues. And a man doesn't need to feel like when he comes home that his woman is oppressing him. So giving him that respect is the most important thing.
3 steps and a foot stomp.
And the reason why
You know the secret. 3 steps and a foot stomp.
don't forget to snap. Well, the reason why I say that is because when I was married, that was something that I didn't understand. And that was the one thing that my ex-husband used to say all the time. I didn't respect him for who he was as a man. I didn't allow him to be the man of our house. Because I'm such an independent woman, and that's just how my mom raised me to be. He had a very difficult time with that.
Nice.
And I had a difficult time in being submissive to him.
Who says here? I don't know what's in that word. Submissive. Okay, submissive.
But the older I've gotten, I understand where I went wrong.
Right. And here's the thing: submissive is not a bad word. It's not a term of power. It's not taking away anything from the woman. If your man is worthy of the trust, and he's that leader, the woman will automatically submit to the man. Woman submits to man as long as man submits to God. That's your trilogy, people. A man should not have to ask a woman to submit to him. If she does not see that in you, that means she does not recognize the God in you. Period. All right?
Yeah. True story. Right?
Shimmy.
Right.
Yeah. All right, your question, Rick.
Okay, of your 10 closest friends, how many are married?
All of them but one.
Ooh, that's unusual.
Wow, interesting.
Very
all of them but one.
So if you're 10 closest people, 10 people in your circle, only one is not married.
One is not married.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Happily married or?
As far as I can see from the outside looking in, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm never going to judge anyone's how their marriage is because I'm not there with them. So I'm going to say yes.
How does it feel? You guys do like couples?
No.
No. Okay. Outings and nothing like that.
Well, I mean, sometimes if they have something at their house, yes.
Oh.
Or we go to concerts together, things like that. But I don't feel like a sore thumb because we're all friends. So.
Okay. Before we go to the next question, Hope Tober says, accept him as he is now. Learn his love language. Keep your own life. Take interest in his life purpose and encourage him and that respect him and be in peace. All right. Good job, Hope. Sora. Good. We love that. Thank you. All right. Next question.
So, is approaching a man beneath you?
Absolutely not.
Or are you more traditional?
Not really.
Not really?
I wouldn't say that. In my 40s, I'm not more traditional. I have no problem in approaching a man. In my 30s, yeah, I was more traditional. But I had to learn to get out of that shell because closed mouths don't get fed.
So you saw a man out at the bar, you out chilling, and he was like, oh, you know what, he can get it. Not that you can give it to him, but you know, he can get it.
I ain't it.
I'm just saying, right, you find you see the sexy and you like, you know what, it's somebody I wouldn't mind getting to know better. You don't have a problem approaching him. In your approach to him, because a lot of women don't know this, in your approach, what do you say to a man that you're interested in, you see out and about?
It's kind of interesting because, like I said, I'm an aviation professional and we deal with people all day, every day.
Right.
And on an aircraft, I meet men every day, and it's just sparking up general conversation with them.
Okay.
I mean, just a simple, hey, how are you doing today? Oh, you look nice. That is a nice, sexy vegan shirt. Where did you get that from? And then that person gets to talking about themselves, and then that just opens the door for you as the woman to learn about them. You can slide in there if they're single, if they have kids, where do they live? And half the time you can get where they work. And if you're slick enough, you might get their social security number.
Right. You heard the word slide in there and slick enough. Remember, man, women will get what they will find out what they want to find out in their own way. They're not direct. They're gonna go around it, but they're gonna get to the answer. All right, great response. Next question.
Okay, well, what are 3 relationship deal breakers for you?
One is a man that's not spiritual. He doesn't necessarily have to be religious, but spiritual. I need spirituality. With Ty, he touched on it. If a woman does not see, spirituality in you, they're not going to respect you. And that's probably the number 1 deal breaker. The other things I can work with. I mean, like I said, that just comes with time and me getting older and understanding that perfect man does not exist, but he might be perfect for somebody else, but he may be perfect for me. I mean, I don't personally like smokers. Would I ever date a smoker? I tend to shy away from them, but I don't count them out.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up about he may not be he's not a perfect man, and he may not be perfect for you. Because a lot of times when people are dating, they seem to think that they say, well, that man is no good, or that woman is no good. It's not good for you, but they're perfect for someone else. So in your maturity, you've learned that it's not necessarily he's a bad man.
Right.
He's just not good for me.
He's just not good for me.
Okay, great. Next question.
So, are you willing to do what it takes sexually to satisfy your man?
Yes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, and whatever it takes.
So if you give her a scenario, a possible scenario.
Yeah, baby.
Look at the time.
We got plenty of time. We got time.
We offered her a drink. First of all, these are the drinks of choices going on tonight. We got Grand Marnier pineapple. We have apple crown, and Moscow Mule and water.
And Perrier water.
Right. Now, this is to taught me how to drink. Now I'm the one drinking. She drinking water. Right. So possible scenario.
So let's just say your man is needing some liveliness in the bedroom. Okay. So are you willing to, let's just say, take on a third party? Are you willing to step out of your bedroom? Something exciting on the lakefront, just the 2 of you. What do you think?
Well, there's several different options there.
Okay.
I like
options. Good.
As far as having a third party in the bedroom, if I get to help choose the partner.
Okay.
Do tell.
Nipple twist.
No, but I would say there are options. You can go to a swingers club. He may want that spark in the bedroom, but I might be the woman and say, "Hey, let's go to trapeze. Let's go to a swingers club. Let's see him get what he needs out of that, because then we don't have to bring that home. That stays there at the club. It doesn't have to come back to my home."
I respect it.
Okay. All right. So Lisa Rose says, "What is whatever it takes?"
It depends. I mean, he just asked a threesome, trapeze, swinging. I mean,
Full split.
I can't split, but I can. I can pretend like I can split. Whatever it takes, it just depends on the conversation that you and your partner have. I mean, you have to understand what limits that you have as a woman and what your partner is needing, and that comes with communication. So if your man says, "Hey, babe, let's go have a threesome," you as the woman have to be either consider that, be a stern yes, or let's go somewhere and do trapeze where we don't have to bring that threesome back into our bedroom. But you as a woman, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing right, he's not going to get bored in the bedroom.
So explain for those of us who don't know, what exactly is trapeze?
Trapeze is a swingers club here in Atlanta. And if you go into this club, it's free range, free willing. You can have threesomes, foursomes. You can BDSM. You can do anything.
Hold on a second. You're right. He said, what the hell? He said, you can tell me about that when I came.
No, I mean, but aside from that, I mean, like I said earlier, I got into pole dancing. And that you just learn a different sensuality of a woman in doing pole dancing. We have exotic dancing. We have lap dance classes. We do floor classes. We do even a couple stretch classes. We do different things where you're comfortable as a woman to be able to transmit that sexuality to the bedroom.
And I must say this, as a married man, I have volunteered my services to come and grade the classes. And I've been rejected several times.
Yeah.
I just want to come by, have no cards, be like, that's an A-, B+, and let the women know, like, yo, you need.
It's a no judgment free zone because no matter the size, shape, or if the woman has rhythm or not, she's sexy to some men.
Okay.
And that's
so
what we want her
325, healthy and sweaty, she good to go. No matter what. She's sexy to some.
She's sexy to some. And there's some of those sisters who are married. I'm not married, but they got husbands. But they come and do things in the studio that make them feel sexy, and they take that home to their man.
So I gotta say this for those who are just tuning in. Lachey says, when it comes to her man, she's willing to do whatever it takes in the bedroom to make sure he's good. Now, here's the other part of that Lachey mentioned. She has to be able to trust you as her man. A lot of times men ask for things in the bedroom, and you have a percentage of, she doesn't trust you. A woman, if she trusts you, if she believes in you, she's willing to do almost anything to please you, but she has to trust you. Trust is not a word, it's a spirit. See, she has to see the God in you to open herself up to you. When she opens herself up to you, but if she closes,
pour you out a blessing.
Pour ye the blessing. But if she doesn't, it's gonna be legs crossed and tight. All right. Next question.
Okay. Status, money, education, are those factors that contribute to you dating?
I would have to say
dream man.
I would have to say yes. Unfortunately, yes, it does. Because I only try to surround myself with like-minded men. Unfortunately, yes.
Why do you say unfortunately? Why is that unfortunate?
Because some women might find that just because he doesn't have a college degree, that I won't date him. Not necessarily that's not a bad thing or a good thing, but most of the men that I date or have talked to, that's one of the first things I ask them. Because I need to know that I can conversate with you and have an intellectual conversation with you. Yes, I like sports. I'll go hang out with you, watch basketball, football, soccer, whatever. But sometimes I want to have conversations about politics, religion on the side. I mean, I don't have children, and that's, by choice that I don't have children, but I do like kids. And if that man has a child, he may want to be able to have those conversations with me about children or things like that. So I have to be able to conversate with him, and I want him to be able to conversate with me. So if his status, money, if those are things that are bogging him down in his life, unfortunately, I shy away from those men.
Okay, so are you saying that you prefer college-educated men?
I do prefer college-educated men.
Okay, does that mean they have graduated or they just went to college? Because there's a difference. I got 6 months. What's the good college name? JUCO. I took English 3 times and Spanish twice.
That I would say that he attended college. Because most men, they started out and they may have started their own businesses.
Okay.
And they've gone back to finish their degrees.
Okay.
So let me say this. So you do understand that there are a lot of successful, wealthy men that may have only had an 8th grade education.
And status and money was part of your question, so I only found that out in my probing the field.
Right.
Okay. So he fits the mold.
Okay.
All right. Because you want to be taken care of in the event that
I
you
wanted
need
to be
taken care of.
provided for.
Yes.
I want to make sure that he's a provider.
Okay.
That I'm not having to
Security.
Security.
Let's look for security. Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Next question.
Go ahead. Say this.
What is your criteria when selecting a man?
I thought we answered that.
We'll answer it again.
I said that basically he has to be spiritual.
Okay.
A provider.
So you're not one of those women who ask for things in your man that you don't have in yourself.
Right.
Right. Because a lot of times we'll be like, I want. For example, what's something that a woman would ask a man for that she doesn't have?
I want him to have a 6-pack. He need to be fine as hell.
I ain't got one.
Right. He need to be able to do 100 sit-ups in the morning with me on his back.
No.
Right.
You know.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay. She has a kid.
A muffin top.
What's up? Muffin top or muscle?
A muffin top.
Muffin
Muffin
top.
top.
Okay.
Okay.
Muffin top.
Smart.
Okay. So that means she put some butter on it. Put some
Vegan
butter. Vegan butter. Vegan butter.
So big as well.
Vegan butter. All right. So next question.
So, are you single because you're emotionally unavailable?
No, absolutely not.
No. So you're emotionally all together.
I am.
And as Tiy-E said, so who would contribute to saying that that's correct?
Actually, you know what? Honestly, my ex-husband would.
So you could say, oh, she's
He would.
emotionally together.
Yeah, he would. He would say that now. Because, and the reason why I say that, because like I said, when we split up 7 years ago, we both were a mess. I was a mess. And I lost who I was emotionally, spiritually, everything about who I am. And it took some time to be away from the relationship and not being involved in any new relationships and to grow within myself to know that I had to prepare myself from within to admit what I want out. And those are the type of men that I attract.
Okay. Sister Jasmine says, I think if he's going to cheat, he would cheat, no matter if his wife is freaky or not. I think that they cheat because they either feel unfulfilled or want something new for the moment. What do you think about that? You're not a man, but what do you think about that? Say it again. I think if he's going to cheat, he will cheat, no matter if the wife is freaky or not. I think they cheat because they either feel unfulfilled or want something new for the moment.
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because what's interesting when she says, I think they cheat because they either feel unfulfilled or want something new. In your relationships, even in your past marriages, do you recall your husband or your man asking you for things that you didn't give to him, and he was like, "Well, I'm not going to do that," or I don't feel comfortable doing that, and then they went out and found it outside.
Mostly when it came down to, like, my ex-husband felt I did not respect him or his child.
Okay.
I didn't respect him in our household. So yeah.
Okay.
But do I think that a man's going to go cheat because they're unfulfilled and find it somewhere else? But you as the woman have to openly communicate with him. You see the signs. You know what's wrong. You have to ask to say, hey, baby, what's wrong? And is there something that I'm doing wrong? That's something I never did when I was married.
Okay.
I just self-diagnosed and kept it moving. He was the problem.
Okay.
He was always the problem.
He was always the problem.
I was never the problem. But in the same breath, he was selfish, he was narcissistic, and he had low self-esteem.
That would be back to that whole low self-esteem thing. Men with low self-esteem. My name is Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad. I'm a private practice in Decatur, Georgia. Come and talk to me. I can help you get to where you need to be. When I tell you I'm Mr. Self-Esteem, you better ask somebody if they don't know it. It's not that I'm arrogant or think. I just know what God put in me, and sometimes, man, we forget because of the struggles we go out here in this real world situations. We forget what God put in us as lions, and sometimes it takes another man to help you build that back up and holler at your boy. If you got a man or a husband having self-esteem issues, I'm the self-esteem coach, so I'm gonna get at it. All right, I want to give a shout out to Michelle, Janae, Steph, what's going on, Tara Sanders, Trina Renee, Teresa Kathy, BJ. Clink Scales, Bintha, Graham, Valerie Pendleton. Mass shout outs to Michelle Rudy. What's going on, SIU? Amaza Leg Parker, Sonia Segler, Gregory Beans, Willette Anderson, Cortez Lofton. Cortez.
Go ahead. What's up, Cortez? Baby.
Teresa Sanders, Sasay, Lalone, and Quinette. Brooke Ford. What's going on, Brooke? What's going on, my favorite twins? Brooke and Bethany, Tamika Robinson. Wow. Tamika Robinson, what's going on, Tamika? Mickey, Chi-Town. Hey, what's going on, Karan? I love you, son. Shatia Graham, Maria Boatwright, Tim Renaissance, and Sydney Lindsay. All right, next question.
Okay, how would you describe the dating scene?
You know, I really don't go out.
You don't.
So I couldn't even answer that question. I mean, I don't go out.
So, if you don't mind me asking, where do you typically think that you're going to find the person that is just going to come
God
into your
don't
life?
drop him on my doorstep.
Wow. And it just got bad. It just went bad. It went real bad. Right.
So honestly, it's just being out and about. I mean,
Okay.
I'm involved in the community and I meet people there. I'm a member of a sorority. I'm an Eastern Star. It's just I'm out, and I think I'm a very approachable person. So I don't go to clubs I'll go to a bar with friends, but I don't go to meet men.
So you do put yourself in a position where you can meet.
Oh yeah,
Because a lot of times women will say, well, I can't find a good man, but they go to work and come home.
No.
That's all you do.
Well, I mean, mostly I do go to work and come home because I'm flying all the time.
But
With all my free time, if I'm on the airplane, I mean, I met a great guy on the aircraft about 2 months ago. I was very approachable and started a conversation with him on the airplane because he was an alpha and he saw my armband and we just got to talking about fraternities and sororities. And at the end of the conversation, when he got off the plane, he said, well, I'd like to take you out for a drink. And I took him on a free drink.
Thinking of drinks, this is something that I'm the late, because I started drinking until I was 40.
Oh my God.
So late bloomer.
Right. So I am late, and so I have to ask you this question. Would you say that men use alcohol to get sex? Is it because why is the question? Let me take you out for a drink. Is because that's the way we can mingle, we can open up, be uninhibited. Why drinks? Why not? Let's go out and get a cup of tea.
That's a good question. But you know what? I think sometimes when you're drinking alcohol, it loosens you up.
Okay.
And you're more open and free to talk.
Okay.
So does it loosen you up to be the person that maybe you want to be outwardly, that you don't be yourself, or does it just loosen you up because, you know, you're like, okay, this just relax?
It's just a social, relaxing thing to do. It just seems like the older you get, either you smoke a cigar or you drink.
So do you need alcohol to have sex?
No.
Do you find a difference between drinking for sex, drinking and having sex, and not drinking and having sex?
I don't.
Okay, so same thing, the floodgates can open either way.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I'm a Taurus, so.
That means nothing.
Yes, it does.
What does it mean? What does being a Taurus mean?
Taurus are freaks.
Taurus are freaks? Where did that come up? No, Libras are the freaks of the industry.
Yes.
Libras and Sagittarius hand down.
But no, I don't alcohol does not move me like that.
Okay. Okay, I gotta give a shout out. Melody Vaughn, Stepping Stone. What's going on, my brother from California, Stepping Stone, C. Deneen Murray, Shania Baxter, Andrea Roberts, Andrea Coleman, Sean Sanford, Angel Lyric. We got Steve Haas, Danae Washington. What's going on, Danny? Chi-Town. What's going on, brother? Antonio Murkison. What's going on, my brother? Gloria Jackson, Tiffany Stewart, Denise Smith Bridges, Danae Head, Crystal Royal, Quan Cameron, Astrid Alfred. Thank you guys for just checking in. Begin rewinding down. What's the next question? That was it. Okay, so now we got some special plan that my guests don't know about. At least two of my guests don't know about. Shay, you was in the hot seat. There's another single person on this panel, and we're gonna put him in the hot seat. Rick Daniels, to the hot seat. Move over here. Come on over here. Sexy capital man. Sexy capital man.
What's that? Yeah, baby.
You're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Not funny.
show you.
Shouts out to South Chicago, South Sea in the house. Thank you guys for tuning in. So now we're going to ask Rick a couple of questions. I'll get right to the point. He's a Taurus, so they're stubborn. Taurus, men and women, both equally as stubborn. Damn earth signs. We love them all the same. So I'm going to ask Rick maybe 2 questions. You guys get 1 question each because we're going to save, while this man is single, or have a man in the hot seat for the next episode, or for a future episode. Because, we got to Shay. Let's give Shay a round of applause. You can represent. Again, you want to see her, she'll be in I'm Still Single strip club tonight. 11:30, 2:30. You know what I'm saying? 11:45, she go home. Right? She goes by the name. All right, Rick, why are you single? Also, are you married, single, or divorced?
Divorce.
Divorced?
Yeah, recently divorced. I'm going to say within the last 4 years.
Last 4 years?
Yeah.
That's recent.
Yeah, recent for me.
Right.
So you're single?
Single.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely single.
Why are you single?
Because I was married for 17 years. And like Shay was saying, all my life I've had a woman. I've, been in a relationship. And I never had time for myself. So, so within the last 4 years, I've been really focusing on getting myself together, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all that.
That was beautiful. that was so manhood. Right, so me knowing brothers in 7th grade, I can go back to his very first girlfriend, which is Bunny.
Oh, really?
Bunny, yeah. And even in college, different girls. And this is what I want to say. Rick, hands down, is probably the greatest guy I know as far as he is just a good guy. A freaking good guy. He just loves people and he's very genuine. Like, I love Maurice. Maurice got a devil. He's a devil. Oh, God. He's a demon seed. Beware. But he has that thug in him that women loves and appreciate. Teddy Bear Jones over here. Cummy Bear. He is just a good guy. He is the guy that women write about. I want this type of guy. If you get a man like this, you don't know how to treat him. But he's a good guy. He has a daughter, which is my goddaughter, Molly. I love her. He takes care. He's pretty much a single parent. He takes care of his daughter. His daughter lives with him. He's a good man. He works every day. Just a good brother. You know what I'm saying? His intentions are good. His efforts are good. He works hard. He's just a good brother. And there's not a lot of brothers who I can give this compliment to. And I just want to tell you, brother, man, just keep being a great man, guy. You inspire me because you're authentic. You're real.
Right.
And I also want to say this. It takes a special type of man to hang out with me because the problem I've had over years, men who have low self-confidence don't really relate to me because they're so busy worrying about how women are attracted to me or the type of attention I garner that is taken away from them. But that's never been a problem with Rick or Maurice. That's why these are my brothers and we get down because we generally just love each other and we're around each other. None of the sappy stuff. Ask him a question.
Oh, I'm not ready.
So Rick, let's stick to the topic at hand. So, what do you need from a woman sexually to keep you interested?
Definitely that.
He said definitely that. What does that mean?
I would have to say that she's just open to, what my needs are, be it, a freak in the bed, whatever.
With that freak in the bed, how many times a week do you need sex with your woman? Oh God, I'll get on him in a second.
Definitely like once a day.
So 7 days a week?
Yes.
Who in the hell would have sex 7 days a week?
I told you. We're on live, Facebook Live.
That's
7 days a week.
That's an abnormal shit.
Bullshit.
That's abnormal.
Thank you. No woman wants to be power driven 7 times a day, 7 times a week. No woman.
Now,
So-
unless you add it in, okay, if we just one day be oral, okay.
Yes, right.
Okay.
So you need 7 orgasms a week, or you need to actually have physical sex 7 times a
We
week?
can mix it up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so okay.
We need some physical contact.
But he needs to have an orgasm.
Okay, but if you're oral, you don't want the sex afterwards if you oral?
Why you getting all frustrated? Why you on there? Hey, you on the voice?
She right next to me. She right next to me.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't.
But no, I'm
Just all get your nut and
He
we done.
did his, we done.
We're done.
No. But what I'm asking is, getting oral doesn't make you want to go.
She just said
You
no.
don't have to penetrate me every time. Sex is not about penetration every time.
What's that? And
I just asked the question.
Right. Yeah. So 7 once every day.
Once every
You
day.
got too much damn time on your hands.
Oh.
Do you? Rich says, do you find that you date the same woman over and over? Same type of women over and over? It's a great question.
Probably, yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's, a type, I guess. But recently I just found, I've been going outside that type and just trying to give people who I wouldn't maybe consider dating a try. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you like little girls, so you've been going with the hefty girls.
Really?
I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying it's a criticism, but he likes, slim girls. So now you kind of went to the.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever, you know what I'm saying?
You said
Shows,
what?
not whoever, but you know what I'm saying?
A woman that can pick you up. Whoever she's saying, she's gonna fucking out with you.
It's just, I'm not saying I'm whoever. It's just, I'm going out of that comfort zone, let's say, and I'm possibly giving someone who I wouldn't normally, date an opportunity.
Okay, all right. So, thank you. We gonna shut it down already.
Yes.
Good. You got one more question?
Well, it's asking the question. Go ahead. No. Asking the question is for you, because you're Dr. Tiy. So,
Okay.
in correlation to what Rick said, so do you feel like, because this is something that I think a lot of brothers need to really understand, do you feel like you need to say within yourself what you want as a man, what type of woman you want, and ask for it and project it out there, more so than just staying in that same frame of mind and just taking what's coming to you? Or are you actually saying, this is what I want? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was really gearing that towards you.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we don't ask, a lot of times, as men, like me growing up, I never had those thoughts in my mind, like, you want the physical woman,
Right.
but you don't really go past that. As a young man, you get really older and you learn a few things. Then you ask that question like, okay, I want this.
Yeah.
I want that.
So in that, it's like the ideal job. What profession you want to be in. And you're very specific in your quest to get that job, right? The same way with the woman that you want as a man. You got to say, this is what I want in a woman. These are the deal breakers. These are the things I want in my woman. And she has to bring that to you, and she has to be that in which you desire, or it's not going to work out. A lot of times I think men be going with our sex hat on instead of our spiritual hat, instead of our commitment hat. And then when our sex gets, for some people, normal people, when it gets old, you're like, what do I fall back on? Not because you haven't created a friendship. You haven't created someone you're compatible with. So that's very important. That's a great question. Before we go out, give a shout out to Sheree Franklin, Latifah Gross, V-Love, Lolita, what's going on, Lulu? Don Adams, Aaron Williams, what's going on, Thorpe? Tracy Hargrove, Jeffrey Park, what's going on, Mob? Go Mob. All right, people, we getting ready to check up out of here because we don't take too much of your Saturday night. Yeah, it's been an hour.
Y'all had me for 45 minutes.
Right, she was on the hot seat. Man, it's been real as we came in. We're going to leave out in prayer. We're going to ask the sister to lead us in prayer going up out of here. Don't do that. Oh, she hot. Okay, she's parapaused. We thank you, dear Father God, for the blessings of the day. We thank you for the love, life, and Lord that you placed to our hearts, our minds, and our bodies, and our spirits. We thank you for this moment tonight of like mind, bodies, and spirits. And we ask that you continue to give us strength to be all that you have us to be. We thank you for our family, our friends, and our loved ones. We thank you for all things living, all things not living. We thank you just for this moment, this special moment right here, which is truly the greatest moment of our lives. It's your name, be glory always. Ashe. All right, this has been a special edition of S.L.A.M, Sex, Love, and a Misunderstanding. I want to thank my special guest, Maurice Turner. Give him some love. We got Lachey Hutchinson. We got Ricky Davis. And I'm Dr. Tiy-E Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's been real. Peace and love and a lot of hair grease. We out.
We out.
Oh.